Make sure I'm showing up here. And I need to move my YouTube there a tiny bit. Okay. Already decided on a picture to color tonight. And I think we're gonna do Santa. I think we're gonna just go for it. And I think I'm going to use my white background. Hi, Carmen. Do I have my little clippies? Where's my clip? I'm just going to clip it in the middle, I think. I'm trying to, so we'll see how it goes. I think I need to move you guys down a tiny bit there. Hi, Lorene. Thank you. This is from my Cozy Christmas book. Oh, see, now we can't see on YouTube. Sorry, guys. Hang on 1 second. A little bit better. I don't know why it's not setting up so well today. Anyhow, get my chart. I'll be using the Ohuhu markers tonight and my pastels. I'm not using pencils, unlike like maybe for little tiny stuff. Yeah. All right. What are we gonna do? Let's start with his face. And I think he's gotta be like peachy, little rosy. Maybe this R080. See what it looks like. Let's see. R080. I think that'll be good. Disregard all this other stuff from my other swatching. Okay. Where's my little Sharpie? Oh, I'll use this one tonight. The other one wasn't working very well yesterday. This is just one from the dollar store. I got lucky. R080. Oh, that's better. I like this one. So my markers, I started with the Ohuhu 120 set and then added in the pastels, and then I added in, I think it was the skin tones. I can't remember which one, but so they weren't too bad. I think they were $190 at the time, but I'm not entirely sure what they are now. And they just changed all the codes and everything. Let's start with this ear. We're going to start in the back here. Hi, guys. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Afghan. Thanks for tuning in over on YouTube as well. I think I'm on YouTube and Facebook with Restream. It always takes me a few minutes to get set up. Hi, Allison. I know we're coloring Santa tonight. I did one of my fall fashion girls yesterday. This is a little bit dark. I'm I hope this lightens up a little bit. Hi, Emma. Hi, Mal. Hi, Stephanie. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad to see you guys here. So if you're new, my name is Dawn and I color for art therapy. So to help me with my anxiety and to help with stress, just keeping everything. Yeah, it's Santa. It will turn a little pinker once it's dry. So, and plus I use my pastels over top. So I'm starting off with the alcohol markers as always. And then I'll be using pastels and some probably going to use a little bit of pencil for some spots. Oh yeah, he's going to be handsome. Oh, it's amazing for anxiety on absolutely nothing wrong with the dark Santa. But sometimes I just don't know how to, I haven't really perfected my shading with darker skin tones. So that is something that I need to work on for sure. So that's what scares me the most. It's not actually coloring with the dark skin tone. It's being able to shade and highlight properly. But I guess you know what? It's coloring. Don't overthink it, right? Thank you so much, Emma. I'm gonna let that dry for a moment. Oh, hi, Gray. Let's do, his lips might be a little more, let's do them rosy without being, looking like he's got lipstick on. What about, oh, I forgot under the lip. Yep. Right here. And then I will be going over that little bit there with, they do have skin tone alcohol markers. Let's go with this. I think R21 might be good. Let's see what it looks like. R21. You're welcome. Rome 11. Thank you so much for coming by. Yeah, see, this is just a tiny bit darker. So it's going to be a little bit of a different shade for his lips. Oh, he's so cute. And what color eyes are we going to give him? Hi, honey's mama. Let's see here. I know usually given like blue eyes. What if we do something, maybe green for Christmas green? Yeah, Holly, I like it. I'm gonna do green. So let's maybe go with something that's nice and bright. What about this G8? G8. I'm gonna use just the tip here, the fine tip, and I'm going over everything, including that little white shine that's in the middle, or sorry, to the side. And then we're gonna let that dry for a second. But why don't we go and we're gonna base the beard, I think, in a gray. So I'm thinking I want something really, really light. but not white. What about CG020? I don't know how good that one is. Actually, sorry guys, I'm just going to pull out. I don't have the labels. Anyway, I'll do that next time. I was going to show you guys how I've been adding little stickers to the side of my pages, like along here. And then I write down my numbers, my color codes that I used for the page, because I do have a habit of forgetting. And then these go missing and I don't know what page this is from. So I'm gonna write here skin. And this is eyes. Write a nice bright green. And that is G8. E8, and that is eyes. And R21 was lips. Tiny bit darker. Maybe he's got some chapped lips. R21. And we said, what one did we say? Was the CG020 or maybe the CG01. So I'll try those two. And I put it back yesterday. CG02. Oh, there it is. I think that will be good. Thank you so much, Gray. I appreciate all of the gifts and the heart me's and all that. So Roma, it's actually it's such a there is such a thing called art therapy. And my sister's an art teacher, so I knew about it before I really was having a lot of bad anxiety. And actually my therapist suggested it and they said, oh, well, that's funny because I already color. So now I just call it my art therapy. And plus I get to come on here and hang out with you guys. And this is for the, I'm going to say beard. Oops. Oh my gosh. And thank you guys on YouTube. I'm already at 2,600 likes. I love you guys. The grayscale is so rewarding. Like it's instant gratification. And it's so much fun to color. And it kind of teaches you about light and where to do your shading and highlighting. They're kind of learning on the fly. But I'll show you guys some fun tricks as well. If you're new, if you've been here before, especially like my regulars who are here tonight, which I love you guys, I do kind of walk you through my coloring process. So I talk basically the whole time. It is great for beginners. And you know what? I find it so much easier, to be honest, than the bold and easy books sometimes because everything's already done for you. You just need to add your color. And if you want to go crazy with the details, you can. And you can see it bleeds a tiny bit. but that's okay because I'll be covering some of it with pastels and pencils. I think for the hair on the beard, I will add some pencil and eyebrows. So it's really light right now, but we'll make it look so much nicer and dimensional. It does sometimes bleed outside of the line, so just my suggestion is to get to know your alcohol markers if you are using them. And always put a protective sheet behind your work so it doesn't hurt your next page. Doesn't hurt, doesn't bleed onto your next page. Oh, is this one running out too? I think this might be one of the ones that I recharged yesterday. I just added a little bit of alcohol to some of my markers to try and get me through until my new ones arrive. And for when I'm making my books, especially my most recent ones, I had been working with designers previously and buying the rights, but I noticed they were all AI and not all of them were very good. So as part of my art therapy, I love doing stuff on the computer. So I've been teaching myself how to use an AI program to create my images. So here I'm just adding a little bit of gray over the grayscale beard. So it is kind of funny because I'm adding a little bit of color to something that's going to be white. That makes sense. But I really want it to stand out a little bit. So I'm just adding a little bit of gray. And then I'll be adding in my pencil and pastels afterward. I could try to make a black Santa. I'm definitely a very whitey. And I don't want to offend anybody if I do it wrong. That's running out. Okay, so here's what I'm going to show you guys. How I refill not refill, but I'm just going to top it up. I drop my alcohol here. Just pull out that nib with my hands. I don't want it to fly away too far. There. And I'm just going to spray some, usually use a dropper. But I'm very impatient sometimes. I'd rather be coloring than dealing with this stuff. Just spraying a little bit in here. Whoops. Usually when I start spraying myself, I finish up. And then I just put the nib back in, cover it, and give it a shake. Oh, hi, Sherry. Thank you. Thanks for the for the heart me. I don't know if I added in my gift goal for tonight. Let's see how that did. Oh, see, it just recharges it a tiny bit. It actually does not refill it, but it just kind of extends the life of the marker a tiny bit. So you can see how the difference. And my chaotic coloring style. If you're new, you'll get used to that too. That's how I kind of just, I'm a little chaotic. Better. And with the alcohol markers, because this one is running out a tiny bit, if the slower you go, the more ink it's going to put down. So I'm going to slow down my coloring a tiny bit. There. Just, I didn't want this just to be the page. I want to actually color it. So that's why I'm going over what they really, really like color. And then for his hat and his little fluffy coat down here, I'm going to use probably a warm gray. See, some of this is a little light up here. But I think I'm going to do his, I'm going to finish up his eyes first. And then I'll work on his face. Eyes, I am going to use colored pencil. I'm going to keep some colored pencils out here, the black one. Oh, there's a light green. That might be nice. It is. It's like fluorescent green. It's going to give him a little bit of twinkle in his eye. Where did I put my sharpeners? As always. Oh, and you guys, I did get my color along set up for Wednesday at 6:30. And I've actually created a listing in my PayHip for the um free printable, so you guys can join me for coloring. So this is just Amazon's paper. So what I do is when I upload my books, they print it off and they ship it to you. So they send it to a print house that's close to you, and then they ship it out to you. So it's just standard paper, which is why I always suggest using a barrier sheet in behind. I like to use a piece of plastic. Or, sorry, it is a piece of plastic, but it's a page protector with a piece of paper in it. Jerry, this is the Cozy Christmas coloring book. Oh, yes, I can show you the ornament page. So I did this one, and I'm just editing the video for YouTube. I really didn't like this area here. So I wasn't exactly super happy with it, but it's cute. I really did like, and then I got some marker on it. Anyway, I tried to add a little glitter. This one I used pencils, and then a little bit of the pastels. Thank you so much, you guys. I don't do Christmas cards, but maybe I should, I don't know, like do some color your own Christmas cards. Is that what you mean? Like if I get some of those made up, that would be fun. Was actually thinking about doing bookmarks as well. Okay, let's give him a little twinkle for his eyes. This is why I like using the markers for basing. Then I can spend a little more time with the little details. Whoops. Okay, to the bookmarks. That was something that I've been thinking about doing. I'm still trying to work on um I'm still trying to work on getting um the rest of my books available digitally. I'm still in the process of setting that up, my PDF. Hi Jen, I do. Link to everything that I'm using is in my link tree. And this is a book we're coloring tonight. Maybe a tiny bit of yellow. Oh, what about gold? I have my gold here. Thank you, Gray. Thank you for the gifts, you guys. I appreciate them so much. I did add a little gift goal to the top of my page or top of my TikTok, sorry, but I don't know if it's showing up at all. Eh. Oh, that's a great idea. Thank you, Carmen. I love pumpkin pie. Where is I just had out my black pencil. Oh, here's one. So I'm just going to go in with a black colored pencil just to redefine his pupils. And now I'm going to take my favorite. Oh, thank you so much, Happy Dances. That's such a sweet question. My husband picked it out, and it reminds me of like a bow. And then, so this was my engagement ring, and this was my wedding band. Lynn. Oh. I'm just going to add in that twinkle. So these are the Smoother Pro gel pens, and I think they're only in white. And they're amazing. I've linked those too, but look how cute his eyes look now. Oh, yes, I will be giving him some blush. He's gonna have some rosy cheeks. And I'm gonna use my soft pastels. These are chalk pastels. And I just use, actually, I believe the color along will work here as well. I'm gonna stream here and on my YouTube. So if you're looking for information, I believe I've got it set up in my profile that um, I've got the live event kind of pinned at the top. And then if you click on my PayHip, there's a listing for the free coloring page that we're going to be doing. Thank you, Justin. And I'm just adding a tiny bit of pink in the corners of his eyeballs. This makes them look more human. And I'm just using a Q-tip. Oh, he's so handsome. Oh, awesome, Danielle. All right, I think this was a color that I used the other night for chalk pastels. I'm sorry, do get a little bit messy, which is fine because it's fun. I know he's got a twinkle. And once I get the rest of his, I want to do his shading for his face and give him like a little more dimension here. And then I'm going to be going in and fixing a little bit of, his waterline and all around here. So I will be tidying it up a little bit. Here's my cotton pad. And I just put a little bit on my actual little thing here. And I'm going to start at the top. Let's see if this is going to work. I may have to use a little bit of a brown, but that's just going to this just lightens it up actually. So I'll use this in the lighter areas, and I'm just giving him a little bit more. No, it's not. All right. This is fun. Thank you so much. Hi, Gail. Okay, maybe I'll use a tiny bit, or maybe a pink. I'm not exactly sure. So here's what we're going to do. Caitlin, honestly, the secret is the Greyscale book. Yeah, I'm going to see what is going to work best with the skin. Maybe the orange. Oh, that might be good. Thank you so much, Lisa. I'm using Ohuhu alcohol markers for the basing, and then I'm using my chalk pastels to add in some shading and highlighting. What this one looks like. This is also why I swatch out my colors. That might be too orange. What about a nice, try this darker red or dark pink? Okay, I think we should go with this one. Oh, am I off the page? Sorry. Yeah, I'll give him some rosy cheeks. So I'll use that for the rosy cheeks. Okay. Start with the cheeks. And I start out just by dabbing it on a little bit, so I'm not putting on too much. Oh, he's so cute. So I am using the chalk pastels right now, and they are the Montmartre, I believe. Montmartre. And I like to use, cotton balls and cotton pads and, little tissue or your finger even to blend it in. I don't like to directly add in my he's going to have a little bit of a red nose. Thank you, Jess. Oh, I love you guys so much. Just come hang out with me while I color. This is a really nice color, actually. It's adding, it's perfect. Thank you so much, Laura. Right? And see, that just changed it a tiny bit. We all love a jolly, cute Santa, right? Yeah, he's got a tiny bit of red nose. He's been out in the cold. He's delivering all your presents. Well, let's see if I can add a tiny bit of shading here. I don't want to go too dark. I may actually use a little bit of gray. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. It's mostly the Greyscale book that does the magic. Oh, I know what I'll use. Right? It's like, this is how I do my makeup. And maybe a tiny bit of white. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. I have probably the perfect thing, which is my new color. Whoops, I'm making a mess here. Hang on 1 second. You guys hear that? Everything dipped out. Oh my gosh. I was trying to be really subtle and why am I such a klutz? Hang on 1 second, my friends. Oh my god, the whole thing tipped out. Oh my god. Okay, well, this will be cleaned up later. I'm just gonna move it so it's sticking underneath my chair. Hey, lovelies. Hi, Mama. Hi, Wendy. I know, I just like dumped everything on the ground. So I'm gonna try. I haven't really quite used these yet. They are my soft pastel pencils from Color. So I'm gonna try that for a little bit of fun. Oh yeah. So I'm using 2 types of pastels. Thought about this and I'm so happy that I remembered. Because I've been wanting to try these. Oh, Genji, you do. I see you guys use them all the time, so that's why I picked it up. Jen's here, everyone. Okay, so I do want to try some shading for his skin. So I think I'm going to see if they've got like a darker. How do they sharpen? I haven't even tried it out yet. They are so fun. Oh my gosh. So I'll be keeping the white, maybe a little bit of gray for his beard. So I'll keep those two out for now. These are the color. Getting quite a pile. Okay, they sharpen like a regular pencil. And I'm gonna try. I found some like makeup sponge tip thingies at the dollar store again. Okay, I'm gonna try it like maybe here. Okay, good. Good to know, Jen. Thank you. Ooh, see, that's it blends really nice, actually. I don't want him to be too orange. This might have been a little bit too orange. I'm gonna use my white. My white stick. Yeah, I like using the eyeshadows. Yeah, the eyeshadow applicators or whatever they're called. I know. I'm gonna go over it a little bit with the orange. Nobody wants to look like they're fake tanning. Well, maybe we do. Lighten it up a tiny bit. Or you can also add in, you can erase it if you don't like it. And I just like taking my time. Oh, for the color transfer? Because my books are one-sided, I'm not worried about it getting onto this page really. And when you're blending it into the paper, it's I'm pushing it into the paper hard enough that I'm not really worried about it coming off. Does that make sense? I'm going to use a little bit of this colored pencil. How do I color something that's shaded? It makes it so much easier actually. And you just start out. So this was all based with marker, and I'm just lightly adding in a little bit of pastels and colored pencils over top. Just a tiny bit. Thank you, Serenity. Just adding a tiny bit of darker skin tone. And the Grayscale books actually kind of teach you where your shadow should go. Makes it so much easier. There, I think I'm getting rid of the orange, making it a little bit more, making it a little more realistic. And if you don't have a bunch of pastels or colored pencils to shade over top, then I would suggest using like a white, or you can use a white or gray or even black if you're careful. If you go really, really lightly. I know Santa and orange don't go too well. I need to fix right here because this has got a little bit of a furrow in his brow. And if anyone wants to try out grayscale coloring, I've got some free pages linked in my profile at the top of my link tree. I think he's going to need a little bit more pink on his nose, or on his cheeks especially, I think. Hi guys. Hi Hillary. Oh, awesome. You do, Wendy. So you guys better be good if you want to be on the good list. His face is Ohuhu number R080. And now I'm going over with a tiny bit of, this is a Crayola. And I've been using a little bit of chalk pastel as well. I wanted to add, instead of this being gray, I wanted it to be more a little bit skin tone. So I'm just going over really lightly with a little bit of pencil. Thank you so much, Fiesta. I love you guys. I love you. You guys guys are enjoying. Because like I said before, this is my art therapy. Right, Mom? My mom's watching on YouTube. She's so cute. I love her. Oh yeah, that's better. He needed some rosier cheeks. I'm just taking a tiny, tiny bit of this chalk pastel and just dabbing it on this cotton pad. Thank you for the heart, me. Okay, and maybe a tiny bit of the pink up here to blend in that brown. Thank you, Kona. Bula and Kona. Do you have puppies? I know. I've been looking for some like real blush or some like eyeshadows. I have printed just on like regular cheapo um printer paper with a laser printer, and it's been not too bad. I mean, you always have to be careful to use a barrier sheet in behind your work. This is actually pastels and alcohol markers. So I do use alcohol markers. Okay. I need to get myself situated a little better. I need to move that over here. There we go. He looks a little bit better. I am. Oh, thank you so much. Color with me. You're in Scotland. I loved going to Scotland. I'm in Canada. I'm in Ontario. Thank you, Layla. Okay, I want to correct this a tiny bit. Edinburgh. I went to a tattoo there at the castle when I was there. Oh my gosh, when I was 26. So many, many, many years ago. Yes, let me bring the eyes to you. Is that a little bit better? So they are green. Sorry, I have two cameras going, so I'm trying to make sure that everybody's getting a nice little view of him. I think he does need a little bit. They do look so real. It's so different when you see it in person, to be honest. Okay, I do want to add a tiny bit of how am I gonna do this? I might try another different little. I did cozy. Where did my white chalk pastel go? Oh, yikes. Thank you guys for watching my chat. Yeah, I wanted to add a tiny bit of white over top. I've been coloring for, I'm gonna say like this for about a year now. And a little highlight along the bridge of his nose. And you don't have to spend like as much time as I am right now. Oh, yay. Thank you, Dee Dee. There. That's what it needed. He just needed a little highlight, I think, on his face. And now his lips. I think I'm going to use that same darker brown and just give it a little bit of a outline down here. Oh, good. I just got a bunch of blenders too, and a little, like it came with a bunch of stuff. Oh, and these fun little blending tools, and then this tool to sharpen them. Got it at a little art store in Orangeville when I went with my mom and my sister last week. And they are so cute. Oh, good. Yeah, they're fun in the when they come in art sets like that. And I do have another, actually it came with one of those like um the malleable, what is it, eraser. Okay. I think we're gonna go on to his eyebrows now. Let's start with the eyebrows so I get used to how to color them. Not exactly sure how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna start, I think, with the gray, just in spots. He's kind of like, he's like a silver fox. Fun times in Orangeville, Mama. We had so much fun. It was so nice there. Oh, I haven't tried the castle art. Can't remember. I did try something um a couple years ago, but I did not like it. But I don't think it was the castle. Thank you for the heart, me. Okay, I'll try. Thank you for I have so many, however, always up to some getting some more supplies. I'll never say no. Oh yeah, they sharpen really nice. This is the Color Soft Pastel Pencil. So I actually made the music using it's an app called Suno, and it's AI music. So I wanted some stuff that I could use for my Christmas and my other coloring things. Oh my gosh. Don't tell me you're breaking on me. Sorry. I don't want it to keep breaking. I have a feeling. Okay, I can't make them too sharp. I gotta leave them nice and chunky. And that's what these are great for, is adding in little wispy details and going back over some of the areas that you may have a little bit of bleeding or bleed over from your markers. Okay, I like it. Yeah, his eyebrows are looking good. I'm going to try this. This is my Smoother Pro acrylic pen. It's like an acrylic marker. So I want to give him like his wispies, but I'm going to blend them out. Let me just make sure this is nice and smooth. Hi, Amber. We're coloring Santa today. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, that adds actually. Oopsies. So I've been using chalk pastel, um, like my blocks or whatever they're called, like a stick. And I've also been using some chalk pastel pencils over top of my alcohol markers. They do. The grayscale makes them look so pretty. It's like instant gratification. There, that will help hide some of that bleeding there. Hey, he's looking very handsome. Oh, hi, Karen. Karen's watching on YouTube as well. You're so sweet. That maybe is a little too harsh. Thank you, Blue. I do have some on my YouTube channel, and I'm working on doing more. I just haven't had a lot of time recently. However, I'm going to be working on that. I think for his beard, I might try some pencils instead of just my chalk pastels for here. Oops, that's black. I don't think I want to use black. Let's see how this is going to look with the pencil. Oh, that really lightens it up actually. Just a tiny bit to make it, give it a little extra oomph. Oh, yay. Yeah, my links are all in my profile. I have all of my socials are listed there. It'll take you to my link tree, and everything's on my link tree. Yeah, that's better. Sometimes pencils just work a little bit better. Not always. I do like a nice pencil. This is Cozy Christmas. And let me show you guys the cover quick. Cozy Christmas. It's all grayscale. And there's a couple of Santas in there, some hot chocolate, nutcrackers. Oh, you found your Stadler pencils. Oh my goodness. And there's the one page that I've colored from here. Oh yeah, it's fun. It's a fun book. I love grayscale. Oh, just now. Oh, windy. That's funny. Okay, let's do a tiny bit. Like I'm thinking he maybe was a ginger before he went completely gray. So I'm just gonna add a tiny bit of like the odd strand of this like skin color hair. Grayscale's my favorite too. It's so soothing. See, that just adds a tiny bit, and I'm not adding a lot of pencil. I do that with chocolate, Wendy. I hide it, and then I'm like, oh, where did this come from? And the grayscale, you can have so much fun adding in other little touches that you wouldn't normally add into like a bold and easy book. However, I do like bold and easy. I have a few. Oh yeah, I think I like the little tiny tinge of skin color in there. Like it's medium deep almond. Thank you, Spiker Mom. Does he need more rosy cheeks? Did I see someone say he needs a little bit, maybe some more rosy cheeks? Maybe I'll use actual pink instead of just that red. Let's see. And sometimes when I blend over top, it does kind of lift a little bit. Oh, that's better. So cute. He's so handsome. Oh my gosh. He's cute. Hi, it's just me. I've missed you too. I'm hoping to go on a little more regularly. Maybe a little bit of this pink on his lips because he's got some chapped lips going. So this is actually a chalk pastel, and I'm just putting a little bit on a cotton ball or cotton pad or whatever, and really just putting a tiny bit of that chalk down and blending it in. A little on his nose. Like, I think he's amazing. I'm so happy. I've been wanting to uh, color this page for a while, so I'm so happy. Thank you. Yeah, he looks a lot better now. He was a little too orange, but now he's perfect. Thank you, Jennifer. So some of the pastels I'm using are these Montmartre. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but they're chalk pastels, soft pastels, and I don't like putting them right on the paper. I either will shave a little bit of the dust off onto the page, or I will actually um, sometimes just use a cotton pad like I have been doing. Thank you, Jennifer. This is the cover. It's Cozy Christmas. And I wanted it to be like old-fashioned nostalgic kind of feel. Thank you, Paul. Now, I did put a little bit of that brown in his beard, just a tiny bit. I'm just blending it in with a with a cotton pad, just blending in that color pencil. Sorry, I'm having brain farts tonight. I don't think I need anything else for his beard right now. So I'm going to move on, I think, to the hat and his little fuzzy part of his jacket here. And then we can move on to the background. Oh, Brandy, thank you. I like the beard actually, and I didn't adding the gray to it did help. It does give it a little bit more dimension. I used for the face, I'll show you my swatch here. So I use alcohol markers to base my page, and then I color over top, or I add in my little details with chalk pastels or with soft pastels. And I've been using caloric, what are they? The colored pastel pencils. For like it's a chalk pastel in a pencil form. And also these pretty chalk pastels also. These will last me forever. Oh, hang on, I gotta do my puzzle piece. Okay, I got it. TikTok is funny because it doesn't always do that. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Hang on. Thank you so much, Rose. I'm gonna add a tiny bit. Okay, I know I said I was stopping with the beard. I know it's definitely they're keeping me on my toes. I just want to see it adding a little shading with a little bit of black chalk pastel on a Q-tip sometimes works. And that's just going to pull up some of these shadows and really make his beard look three-dimensional. So let's go like here. Thank you guys so much for all of the love. Oh my gosh, we're at 33K over on TikTok. I appreciate you guys so much. It's fun using different mediums in your coloring. You don't just have to use markers or pencils. Just experiment to what makes you happy. This makes me happy. All right. My little swatch pad here has been seen better days. I think we're going to go with a warm gray. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ash. Thank you for the gifts, you guys. Do I still have my my gift goal at the top? I don't know how it works. I never get it right. Okay, so for his hat, I want this to be a little bit more of a creamy, pardon me, like almost like faux fur. So, okay, I do have the pumpkin pie up there. Thank you. I don't know how it works. I'm thinking maybe, what about this warm gray? What about this one? This is one of my new ones. I got this from Michael's. You can get some singles, and it's a nice kind of creamy. Oh yeah. So this will be fun because we can make it like this color and add in, where's my white pencil? Oh, I put it in here. And then we can go over with the white and add white. So it'll really give it some depth. This will be Oh, YG11. And this will be hat. The fuzzy bits of the hat. And down here, actually, why don't I do this part first? And worry not, my friends, it is a tiny bit dark to start out because the ink is still wet, and also the grayscale parts do make it look a little bit darker. Thank you, Happy Dance. Oh, thank you. Are you new here? Maybe I just have, or no, I've seen you before, I'm sure. Thank you so much for the gift. In Cloud9, thank you. I'm going to add a tiny bit in behind here just to make it look like it's shining through. That's going to be really nice, actually. And we'll start back here. So I'm basing with the alcohol marker. Hi. Oh, I'm so glad you guys have found me. Jada, thank you so much, Jada. And welcome, Happy Dance. So I color for art therapy to help me manage my stress and anxiety. And I just like to color. And I actually make the books, I make some of my books as well. I've been teaching myself how to use AI to make my books, and I love it so much. It's been so much fun. My regulars hear me say that almost every day. All right. Oh, I like this. I think this color is going to be so cute. Oh, I love you too. Thank you for loving my books, and thank you for watching me. Because it's grayscale, you don't have to worry about it being perfectly even. I actually bought the Ohuhus in a set of 120 and then some skin tones and pastels. I think there were 24 each. But I have gone and bought myself a couple of individual markers for from Michael's. Oh, Wendy, you're gonna DoorDash tonight? I we had Chick-fil-A today, my son and I, when I had to take him to the hospital to meet with a surgeon, just a follow-up for his hand. He had an accident not too long ago. Anyway, yeah, so we stopped at Chick-fil-A at about 3 o'clock. So that was my lunch and dinner. There's only a handful, I think, in Canada. Or around here anyway. There is one near us. Well, it's in the town that we had to go to the hospital for my son's appointment. So we stop there every once in a while. I love it. It's so good. Oh, you have two in your city? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna let that dry. Why don't we add in, I am gonna do red hat and then red down here for his jacket. I know this is really dark, but I am gonna go over it with the red anyway. And then I think maybe yellow back here and add in some like sparkly sparkles. Sparkly sparkles, guys. Hi, Adria. What red? We want a nice deep red. What about this R4? Thank you so much, Sean. Shaun of the Sheep. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I can definitely do yellow and blue. And Zena, I I do that using my chalk pastels, so it looks so nice. Yep, you can use red pencil as well. What color did I say? R4. Oh my gosh. That's gonna be fun. It has been, Adria. Thank you so much for coming. I enjoy seeing you guys. I love that you keep coming back for some coloring and chatting. R4 and it's going to be for the hat and jacket. This is Cozy Christmas, it's called. I used the R080 for the skin, and then I went over with some chalk pastels. Hi, Nadal. Welcome. It has been a while. I'm coloring over a little bit of the hair down here, just because it's impossible not to. That's exactly why I do the swatches. It's so I don't forget what I'm using, and also so I can test out what I want to use over top. Oh yes, the colors. Adrian. So these are the colors I use so far. Let's see if I can kind of get it all in there. So the skin is R080. His eyes are G8. Lips are R21. Beard is CG020. Hat is YG11. And we're doing R4 for the hat and the jacket. And probably some of these berries as well. I think I'll just use that same color. I love the hat. I think that's going to be so nice, especially once we add in our shading with our pastels. Okay, and his jacket, I'm going to start here. So what I like to do is, even if it's a really dark space, I like to go over it with the marker because it changes the tone. Thank you, Jason. The grayscale makes a difference. It really helps for learning about shading and highlighting, learning about like shadows and light source and all that stuff. And plus, it's so satisfying. You're welcome, Adria. Right? It changes it on. Okay, so you'll see here, it's kind of bled over a tiny bit. I don't worry about that because I'll be going over that part with the green for the holly leaves, and also the pastels and the pencils kind of hide that anyway. Thanks, Samantha. This is a grayscale coloring book, so that's where the magic is. It makes it like come to life right away. But you can see how that color changes a little bit when you add the red in. So yeah, it might be really dark in spots, which I love, but you can color over that still. For the cheeks, I used chalk pastel. I used like a red. Which one did I use? I used this red, and it's a chalk pastel, and I just put some on a cotton ball and then tapped it on. Oh, Robin, yay! It's my favorite now. Most of my books are grayscale. There, and I'm trying to be a little careful over the edges of the fur, but we will be going over that again with the colored pencils. Oh, I gotta do the top. And if you guys want to try out grayscale books or grayscale coloring, if you go to my profile and head over to my link tree, I've got some free printables, some free pages there. And I'm actually doing a color along on Wednesday on both TikTok and YouTube. So if you wanted to try it out, like try before you buy kind of thing. But yeah, links to everything I'm using is in my bio, friends. This is such a great Christmas color. Thank you guys. Thanks, Bug. The red is gorgeous. I love it. And don't despair. I know it's run here. And guys, the coloring is supposed to be fun. So don't stress about a little bit of bleeding or bleed through or transfer or whatever. Thank you so much, Bug. So sweet. I know that's the whole idea about this book, Sky. It's actually called Cozy Christmas Nostalgic Grayscale Coloring Book. So I wanted, when I created it, I really wanted all the images to be like almost stuff from my childhood, like really retro type pages and cozy stuff. I don't know. I really wanted it to be nostalgic. So front doors, the red truck. I might do that one next, actually. Hot cocoa, all that stuff. But super fun to color because, I mean, you don't have to add in any shading and highlighting because it's already here, but I like to. I like to add in my uh, pencils and pastels over top. Oh, I guess I don't need to be too careful there because this is going to be red too. I know. I'll do the hot chocolate too. Like I have so many that I want to do. So I'm trying to go live way more often than I have been recently. So I do have one scheduled for Wednesday, like I said, and we're gonna do a color along from Cozy Coffee Break is the book. So I've already got the free printable page for you guys up on my link tree. Um, so that's what we will be doing on Wednesday, sorry. Annie's here. I haven't colored any of my gingerbread house, but I'll tell you what I am doing, Kay. I'm trying to come up with a DIY recipe to make like sparkly, glittery snow that that's like textured a little bit. So I'm trying to work on a DIY for that, but we'll see how that works. I don't know how it's going to work out in a coloring book, but thank you so much. Oh, good. Annie, you're going to go live. I'll check in with you when I'm done. Oh, see the red hat? No, it and things soften up, especially after I start adding in the pastels. Like there was a harsh line around here and around his face because that's what the markers do. But when you add in your color pencil and your pastels over top, it really, really, really um really softens it up. Okay, let's pick the green now. Annie, I know he's hunky. Isn't he cute? He's so handsome. Okay. Oh, all of my friends. I love you guys so much. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, nice. I want a nice, like, deep green. And he's drilling everyone. What about this? Oh, what about? No, I want it brighter. So I think maybe G2. GY2? Oh, right there. Yeah, GY2. Okay, I'll use GY2. Do I have it out? Yes, right here. Look how pretty that's going to look. And the reason I do this is the um when I want to try out my colored pencils, I've got my swatch here to try it out to see if it's going to be a color I like. Y2. This is going to be the ivy or holly. Holly. A little bit of a tidy up, guys. Sorry. My chaotic coloring. I know holly and ivy. Okay, I'm going to start. I think I'm going to start down here. Let's cover some of this red and I'll blend in together really nicely. And I like feathering. Oh yeah, so that glitter effect with the snowflakes that I did last year, it was actually super easy. It's a few colors of alcohol marker, and then I used a white gel pen and then a silver glitter pen, and it's so fun. I could definitely do that as well for some. Well, maybe I'll do that like down here. Maybe I'll do that for the ball. But it's a fun technique actually. And I can't remember if I did that as a tutorial or if I just kind of showed how to do it. I can't remember, showing without teaching. Yeah, I'll make them a little bit darker. So that will come with the shading and the highlighting as well. Like I'll make the tips a little bit lighter and then the centers probably a little bit darker. And when you guys are coloring, you can also look up reference pictures if you're not sure what to do. I've done that with, I have a realistic dog and cat book and a wildlife book, and that's what I did. I looked up pictures of, you know, the dog I wanted to color, and it turned out pretty amazing. I was very happy. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you guys for looking after the chat for me. I'm not able to see all the comments, so I'm looking every once in a while at my phone set up to the side here and also at my laptop, my computer, where I've got my uh, YouTube set up on Restream. And again, I'm going to color over some of these little tiny hairs, and then I'll be going over top again with my white, probably my gel pen. Either a gel pen or probably my Smoother Pro. It's like an acrylic gel pen or acrylic pen. They're so good. I love them so much. I know the green is perfect, but see how it changes when it starts drying. Oh, so pretty. It really changes with the grayscale. Really brings out the dimensional part of it. Hi, Laverne. Thank you. He does. Look at his rosy cheeks and his twinkly eyes. Awesome. Yay. Yeah, I'm hoping I have a list of videos, so I've been trying to come up with some ideas of what I want to do for content on my channel. So that is one of them is actually showing, like going over my steps for how I color grayscale with my markers or with pencils. I'm going to do kind of a few different separate ones. Let's just show you what mediums you can use. I love using the alcohol markers first because it makes things go so much faster, right? I do like adding in those details. However, I don't want to spend 5 hours coloring it with a colored pencil. Oh, is it live over? No. Is it still not, is it going on, let me see here. Sometimes it might time out over on YouTube. No, I'm still here, Adria. Yes, this book is here. Look how handsome he is. No, did it really? Adria, I'm so sorry. I don't know if there's a time limit on the YouTube lives. I don't think there is. Oh, the glitter. Oh no. I was thinking I might do the glitter for the bobble down here. But I can't remember if I did a tutorial for that, or if or if it was just like a follow along. But I'll have to revisit that because it's that time of year. Oh, the green is so perfect. Trying not to cover too much of the page, although I'm covering the whole thing right now. Oh, was I freezing? Oh my gosh. I did have to hit that puzzle piece, but I thought that was done and over with. Okay, I'll do the tutorial on the glitter. I'll do another one on the glitter. And like I said, I'm trying to um, come up with a DIY to add like a textured glitter type of medium. So basically Mod Podge and oh no, I was glitching for you guys too. I don't know. Maybe it's because I've been on too long. Maybe. Who knows? It says everything is fine here, so I have no idea. Let's do. Oh, I forgot the little green down here. GUI 2. Okay, so I'm glitching for some people, but not for everybody. Got it. Oh, my music's over. Time for another playlist. Okay. Oh no, it's glitching again. Hi, Sarah. It's a Greyscale coloring book, and welcome. And we color here for anxiety relief. And so I'm using alcohol markers for the base, and then I use pastels and some pencils over top, the chalk pastels. Do this all green here. Okay. Oh, there's so much. I find them so much easier to color grayscale uh, than it is for the bold and easy. You really have to be careful with bold and easy. But these ones you don't. You just put your color down. Yes, well, I will be doing this and his hat. So I've already done the shading and highlighting on his face and his beard. If you want to try, I have some free printables on um my little what is it? Link tree. Hi, Kelsey. Okay, so I'm gonna do the background here, and we are going to use chalk pastels. And I think we said we were gonna do like a sparkly yellow and then into a blue. So I'm gonna do these two colors here and this one. Oh, good, Gemini. Yeah, if you want to print it up and test it out, you can print it as much as you want and just keep trying until you're comfortable, and then you can color in your books. And this is such an easy way to add color to your backgrounds without spending a lot of time. I'm just putting a little bit of chalk pastel onto a dollar store cotton pad. And it's so fun. Ooh, I think I'm gonna do the yellow. And use a Q-tip. And add in those little circles here. See, this is the fun part for me. I don't want to spend 5 days coloring it in with the colored pencil. I base it with the alcohol markers, and then we have oh, I haven't done a dog book live. No. I should though. It is so twinkly. And the fun thing about chalk pastels is that they're super affordable, and this is going to last me forever. That's going to last me forever because I only use a tiny, tiny bit. So you can use some really inexpensive tools to get really nice results. That makes sense. I don't have to spend a ton of cash. Although sometimes I do. Oh yeah, that's nice. And I'm going to use some of the yellow on the leaves. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay. Sorry if I say okay a lot. Right? I'm trying to be aware of how much I'm repeating stuff. It totally makes it look like it's glowing. Oh, rain, it's Burl Ives. Yeah. I think Annie was on here when I first released the book, and she said it looked like Paul Newman. God rest his soul. Okay, I think having it blue and then adding a little bit of the yellow in is looking really, really nice. Without it turning green, you know? Like I don't want to, that's why I'm just patting it in because I want the yellow to be yellow. It sure can. Everything's linked in my link tree on my profile. Oh, awesome. Oh, 111 people. Thank you for letting me know, not to mama. I don't get a look. So because I'm not actually I'm not applying it directly onto the page. But I'm pressing it into the paper. So the more you press it in, it's not going to transfer. I've never had a problem with it transferring at all. A little bit more yellow. I know some people seal their pages, but because I'm using marker and pastels, I don't know that it's necessary. And also, if you're coloring something that's single-sided, like these books are, you're not gonna run into a problem if some does transfer onto your blank page. I did use a little bit of the chalk pastel like on his cheeks and his forehead, but mostly it's all based with alcohol marker. And then we go in with the chalk pastel. For the ivy or for the holly, I'm going to use one of my little blenders. I haven't tried this, so let's just try it together. Just going to rub a little bit onto my little blending tool. And let's start here. Let's just use a Q-tip. So much easier with the Q-tip. And, you know, it's free, right? So I've still got the jacket down here. So basically the outside of the picture, I need to do his cap. So all the fur up here and his jacket down here and all the like little hollies. Well, Q-tips aren't free, but you can get them at the dollar store. But it's cheaper than using specialty tools. You don't need special. That's kind of what I'm getting at. You don't need to use specialty tools. You can just use what you've got or your hand. Oh, yes, and the ornament down here. Thank you. Yeah, so much easier. Add in a little bit of this. Yeah, I can definitely do and I will be adding white gel pen. The Smoother Pro is the best. I think I've said that 20 times during my live tonight. Don't need too much, just enough to give it a little sparkle, twinkle. I think I will use, however, a little bit of white. I should have been a little bit more careful with the red. I'm going to use a tiny bit of white pencil to hide it. Oh no, Sarah, I'm so sad. I'm so sorry to hear that. And it is gloomy here too. Like it was a terribly fall is in the air. It was really quite gloomy. I'm so glad you're here. That's why we color here, because it's just so, we like to get together and color and chat and virtually hug each other. The world needs more of that. That's looking better. See, that just tidies up some of those edges a little bit. I'm not going to spend too much time on these. Well, maybe I will actually. It doesn't cover the red, but it just kind of hides it. Oh, Sarah, it's why I color for art therapy. And it's so helpful. And the coloring community is so amazing. I mean, we just don't, I mean, there is some drama, but we just don't get caught up in it, you know? There's drama everywhere. That looks better with the white as well. I do like adding the yellow in. I always like adding in some yellow. Oh my gosh, thank you guys. We're at 39K. You guys have been busy tapping tonight. And thank you for the gifts, you guys. I don't even know how to set up that gift thing at the top. I don't know if I did it. I know it's showing there now, but I don't know why it says 42. I think I don't know if it was an automatic thing or not, but it just said, "Do you want a pin?" And I'm like, "Sure." I don't know what it means. All right. I think I'm going to use the white pencil to give our little berries a glow on one side. Oh gosh, thank you, Jackie. I didn't, I wasn't trying to dig for gifts, but I was like, I don't even know what that means up there. I don't know what I'm doing. Thank you, Cola. So this is actually a coloring book. So this has taken me, how long have I been on? An hour, almost 2 hours. And the coloring books are, I think, $9 US. And if you want to try it, I've got some free pages available through my PayHip and my link tree. Okay, I like that. I like the little bits of highlights there. Just tiny, tiny. I'm not going to add the white to it yet because I don't want it smudged. I don't want to get it smudged. And then some fabric folds. There's some different highlights in here. Okay. Oh, lovely. Oh my gosh. We're at 42. What? And thank you, Thomas. I'm going to add a tiny bit of blue back here. I missed this little part here, so I'm just going to add blue to make it look like this side. I do blue for the ornament. I think that's what I'll do as well. I'm just going to use some of this chalk pastel. Serenity, thank you so much. You're so sweet. I appreciate you guys. Okay, that looks good. I don't want to add too much more, and I'll do maybe a little bit of, let's see, add a tiny bit of white pencil. Oh, maybe this gold. That's gonna work or not. It's too yellow, I think. I need to go with like a hmm. Thank you so much, Cassie. Isn't he handsome? He's so handsome. Maybe I'll just use white. Thank you, Kelsey. I love how it makes him wear the little heart me at the top. Whoops. And you can see the shading still through your pencils as well, which is so nice. Right? So having it that darker color in the background and then adding this white pencil over top just gives it that much more dimension. I think I will add a tiny bit of this marker or pen just to define the edges where I had to go over with the red. Whoop. Moving on. Oh, you know what I haven't done is any shading on his ear. I like to do my blending with either a cotton ball. I do have some of these blending tools that I use, but most of the time I just use cotton balls. They're plentiful. Oh, Scouty. Oh, I think my puppy's having a dream. Oh no, she's awake now. We're almost done, my friends. Thank you, Fox. Oh, that's so lovely. Thank you so much. Oh, my phone just told me it's time for bed. It must be around 9:30. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. I'm going to use actually for the top part of this, I'm going to use my white chalk pastel pencil. I've already worked on his beard. I know. I've already added his beard, so we're just about finished. I made his beard like a really light gray and then added in the white over top and some little bits of like ginger skin color. I don't make money out of coloring, but I do sell the books, so there's that. And these are just these are chalk pastels, so I will be blending these in. So the chalk pastels will give it a subtle change in color, like up at the top here when I blend it in. But I do like having the pencil for a little sharper edge. Oh, it's so cute. I could definitely do I think I will be doing the truck one next, or I was actually thinking about doing either like the soft, snuggly pillow, or I was thinking about doing the hot chocolate station. It's like a hot chocolate bar. Thank you so much. You know what? It's the Grayscale coloring book. So I think I will so it started out looking similar to this. And then when you add the markers, it's like instant change. And then when you add in if you're using pastels or colored pencils over top, then that's when the magic really happens. I'm hoping to go live tomorrow, probably around the same time. So around 7 o'clock. And if you guys want to join me on Wednesday at 6:30, I'm going to be doing a color along, and you can print up a free page and join me or color along with me. And I've uploaded everything to my PayHip, and you can get the link. Link in my link tree, and they'll take you to my PayHip, and you'll see then you can see the actual listing for the free printable, and a link to the YouTube and link to, I don't know if I have my link up there for TikTok yet, but it is at the top of my page here. That's what I'm going to do. My favorite color to add. Sure, yes. That's okay. You can use whatever you've got, honestly. This is my first time doing a color along, so I think it's just going to be fun hanging out with you guys. Just adding a little bit of glow around his beard here, because he's kind of looks like he's glowing from the twinkly lights over here. Maybe a little hair. You can have so much fun with chalk pastels, you guys. It's so fun. Oh no, are you working Wednesday? So it'll be 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time that'll be going on. But I will be doing more. This will be my first test run, so be gentle with me. Right now it's 9:19. Ah, poopy. But I will do it again, and I'm gonna try to do some maybe on a weekend, so if you guys are around, then we can hang out then. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of brown up here. I know I'm taking like my time. Hi, Dee. Oh my goodness. It's been a minute. Dee, what are you doing, babies? I think I might need to let the dogs out soon. Thank you so much, Dee. I appreciate you guys so much. Really just adding a tiny bit. I just wanted this to have a little bit more. Thank you so much. Yeah, Meg, it is. Oh, thank you, Adria. Thank you so much. I appreciate you joining me. Yeah, it's almost 9:30 p.m. here, so I'm hopping off soon. But how do we adding a little bit of shading, just a tiny bit of that chalk pastel, just changes things. Really can't see much on this side, which is fine. Thank you, Kathy. This is called, show you the cover. Thank you for the pumpkin pie. Yum, 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 yum. I'm a nerd. This is called Cozy Christmas, and it's a Greyscale book. So all the pictures start out like this. This is the one we did today. And many different types of kind of nostalgic pictures to color. Oh, I can't wait to do a nutcracker either. I think Annie did that one. But the Santas are fun. Thank you so much. The bottles. Oh, I think this was the one that we were going to do next. Not today, but next time. Some poinsettias. Those will be fun. A covered bridge. I mean, come on. That's so pretty. Our handsome Santa. Another hot chocolate bar. I have a thing for Santa. Can you tell? Snow globe will be cute too. Oh, and this was the other one I was thinking about doing. I have a thing for Santa. Let me show you. Oh, there it is, the one that I finished. I know. Well, that's the beauty of it, is that when you add your colors over top, it goes from that to this. That's kind of what I was going with. Oh, you like the Nutcracker? Yeah, a lot of people like the Nutcrackers too, which reminds me of being a kid, right? That's what it totally reminds me of. So for the coloring books, they're printed up by the Zon. So it's whatever paper they use. So it varies from location. And this is really just printer paper. So there's not a lot of tooth to it, which is why I like to use the alcohol markers first. And then I go over with my pencils or my pastels. I like adding in like little highlights, and you can just make it glow. Thank you so much, Anne. Oh, thank you, Laverne. Yeah, the ornaments were fun. I'll be uploading that to YouTube soon. So I do have a digital copy available that you can print on your own paper. Or, I mean, I've never had a problem with the paper from the Zon. Do you know what I mean? You just have to know your markers and make sure you always put a barrier sheet underneath if you're going to be using alcohol markers, especially because it will go through. Just want to soften up this little bit of the line here. Whoops. Oh no. I need my little eraser. I believe the Christmas stuff is right at the very bottom. So that would be some of my other books and this one as well. So it's right at the bottom of my link tree. Or sorry, it's right at the bottom of each of my Amazon shops. It's almost time for me to move things around. Oh, thank you, Meg. I've never had a problem with the paper. It's just standard coloring book paper. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, I've never had a problem either. Sure, let's have, I think he's good. I don't want to mess around too much with it. And plus I'm getting a little tired. So let me show you my friends. I put these chalk pastels away so I can turn my pages easy. Thank you so much, Lickety. All right. Thank you so much. So this is the back. You can see that it runs through. So always put a barrier sheet in behind your page. And my books are all one-sided, so you're not going to lose an image because they do bleed through. So if you are buying coloring books on the Zon or anywhere, just make sure they are single-sided so you're not actually ruining a page. I learned that the hard way when I first started making these books. I had done them single-sided, so each side had a page or an image, and I quickly fixed that. It's so much nicer to color on a single side and not have to worry, right? Because now that we put chalk pastels on here and I close the book, I'm not worried about wrecking anything on this side either. So let's have a quick little look through. This is Cozy Christmas. This is one of my books. I use an AI program. I actually taught myself how to use AI to render my images for my books, and I've been having so much fun with that. So they all start out nice and grayscale, and then when you add your markers and stuff, they turn into this. He is so handsome. Thank you, Laverne. So this book has like poinsettias. Thank you, Bashful. Just like old timey like me. I'm I love Christmas, and just the nostalgia. That's why I made this nostalgic coloring book. Right, nice front doors. Yes, you can use colored pencils. The only problem with just using the colored pencils is that the printer paper that Amazon uses doesn't have a lot of tooth to it. So it gets really flat really fast, if that makes sense. So I liked using the alcohol markers first, and then using my pencils and pastels to add the little extras. I love the globes too. Looks so cozy. There's the one I finished for YouTube. I hate this corner. I kept going and going. And they hated it anyway. You don't love every page. Hi, Liliana. This one will be fun too, because this would be so fun to make or to do with your pastels. It's like cozy Christmas village, an antique old timey stuff. Oh, the bridges remind you of Beetlejuice. Great cabin wrapped up in a cozy blanket. I love me my Santa. So I make books, but I mostly make them, I guess, for myself. I love coloring. But yeah, I think the next one we'll do is one of the truck and house pictures. Front doors, poinsettias, definitely a theme. And don't trip on the stairs. I think Annie said that. I was trying to trying to get someone to fall down the stairs. Well, there you go, my friends. I'm so glad I'm meeting so many new friends here. So I'll come back on tomorrow night and we'll do another page from this. And Wednesday, we're doing a page from Cozy Coffee Break. Let me see if I can find that. I may not have the page marked out though. We're going to be coloring from this book on Wednesday. And I don't know, I think it's one where we're looking out the window. I've already put it all. Oh, I think it's this one. So this, I think this is the one we're doing. Let me just see if I can pull it up. and see if this is the one that I have. The link for the Wednesday color along is at the very is my first I'll show you my color one moment. Thank you guys so much. So we will be coloring a page. If you go to my digital products, which is at the top of my link tree, and there will be a listing for the free printable page of the one that we're going to color from this book. And you can color along with me. Oh, did you color that one? Oh, so you can print it up and color it again if you want, or you can color another page. I just thought it'd be fun to color everybody color together. I've not done it yet, so I'm really looking forward to it actually. So here's the colors that we used for Santa. Get to his page. Oh, that's not it. There we go. So I used, here's the colors here. R080 for the skin, G8 for the eyes, R21 for the lips, CG020 for his beard. So I did, whoops, I did color his beard in with a really, really light gray. And then I did go over with a tiny bit of colored pencil, both white and this is a Crayola and it's like an almond. So I just used like a little bit of that there. The hat we did, like the fuzzy bits of the hat we did in this YG11, which I believe is a new number. R4 for the jacket and the hat and the berries, and GY2 for the holly. Oh, are you? You're doing it in Procreate? That's amazing. Yes, we can do a close-up. We'll do a flyby. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Blue Eyes. They're Ohuhu markers. So some of them are the new and old colors or numbers. You guys, sorry, I'm going from side to side because I've got two cameras set up here. His eyes are so friendly. Now, I didn't actually give him any like, I don't want to give him eyeshadow, but and I don't want to change the color over top of his eyes. I think I'm going to leave them. Maybe a tiny bit of white in the corner here. I'm never done, am I, guys? I always got to keep going and going. So using the alcohol markers first, and then the alcohol markers first, then your pastels or pencils if you want, and it just makes it go by so much faster. So I've been on tonight for 2 hours and 25 minutes. And I've done this picture, but I was also talking the whole time. So there you go. Everything I've been using tonight is linked in my profile. If you go to my link tree, then you'll find either digital products at the very top or my shops are all linked in my link tree as well. Thank you, Lisa. Okay, my friends. Oh, I didn't write down the date and everything. I got to do that. I like to keep track of, yeah. I need to do the dates and thank you, Kelsey. I know, I almost forgot. And Handsome, we're gonna call him Handsome Santa. Or Handsome Saint Nick. I love it. And we are live. I like to write down what I'm coloring it on, if it's just me on my own or if it's on a live stream. I like to write it down here, and also how many likes I'm getting. So I know on TikTok, oh my gosh, we're at 65.4K. Thank you guys so much. You guys are so amazing. I'm so glad I'm meeting some new friends. All my regulars are here. I'm so happy that you guys join me tonight, and we will see you tomorrow. Don't forget to join me. I'll be on probably around 6:30 tomorrow night, between 6:30 and 7. Okay, my friends, I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Sorry, I can't get this off. Oh, there we go. Love you guys. Good night.